Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. Big happy 4th of July to all my friends over in the United States. And because it's Independence Day, I've decided I'm going to review Independence Day. This was released in 1996. It was directed by Roland Emmerich, written by Dean Devlin, and really kicked off the kind of disaster movie craze of the mid to late 90s. It's gotten a bit of a hammering critically over the years, and a lot of people say it's just over patriotic schlock. I think it's incredibly fun. I think without it, we wouldn't have gotten a lot of the other movies like Armageddon or Deep Impact or Godzilla or Twister, for better or worse, obviously. But it's still cool. It was kind of a movie that pioneered the big spectacle of visual effects. While Jurassic Park kind of ushered it in, I think Independence Day was really the movie that showed you could do a fantastic kind of epic science fiction disaster movie on a massive scale. Emmerich came up with the idea when he was promoting Stargate in Europe. He really wanted to elaborate a bit more on stories involving extraterrestrials, and he worked with a friend of his, Dean Devlin, who they were always wondering, why is it only one spot an alien invasion will it happen? Why doesn't it happen all over the planet? Why isn't it in multiple areas in the planet that are attacked? So he decided to come up with an idea where a fleet of alien ships comes down and essentially lays waste to every major population on the planet. Now, the story, I'm not going to lie, it is fairly wafer thin, but what saves it is a remarkable cast and some absolutely breathtaking special effects. The cast was fantastic. I think Will Smith I don't think he had done Men in Black by this stage, and he landed the role of Stephen Hiller. Now, the Fox were a bit iffy. They weren't sure if they wanted him to be the lead actor in this movie. So they were pushing against it, saying, oh, he's a TV actor. A lot of people, including my housemate, we were discussing this. Chances are it was probably racist. The studio didn't want to have a black lead in this movie, but he absolutely steals the show. Will Smith really kind of cut his teeth in this movie and showed why he's such a great actor, a likable actor, and he was very charismatic, and he showed in this movie that he wasn't just the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he could do an action role. We also got Jeff Goldblum, who was riding high off the coattails of the Jurassic Park movies, and he plays David Levinstein, a mathematician who is essentially able to decipher the attack pattern of the aliens, and he teams up with Hiller in order to take down the alien threat. We also have Bill Pullman as President Whitmore, a former, I think, Iraqi pilot who, while lots of people don't think he's an efficient president, he is the president that is needed at this time, and he does a very compelling performance and very likable. Again, it's not Shakespeare, it's aliens coming down blowing up shit, but the characters are really well rounded and really likable. I particularly like the kind of buddy comedy and the rapport between Goldblum and Will Smith. I love the scene when they go up into the mothership and they've just fired the nuclear weapon into the alien, and they're just like, hey, they're just waving. Does he have an idea what's going to happen? Not a goddamn clue. I love that. There's some really good comedic chemistry. You also got Randy Quaid before he went fucking nuts in actually a fairly likable comedic role as a recovering alcoholic who is also a pilot who cares about his kids and does some pretty cool things. I do prefer the theatrical version. I thought it was stupid. He in the extended edition he goes up in a crop duster to stop the aliens. Don't ask me why. But yeah, again, really cool movie. Visual effects are awesome. The visual effects kick arse. The designs of the ships and vessels, I would say by the looks of them, are obviously holdovers, I think, from Stargate, because particularly the attack fighters, are very reminiscent of the Goa'uld or System Lord fighters from the original Stargate. The alien designs are cool. That's why I got this Trademasters figure. They're very Giger-esque, and that's what the sequels kind of fucked up in, that they didn't keep the more practical designs. These guys were creepy, and the fact you had this creature isn't actually the creature; it's a flight suit, and inside you had a smaller kind of extraterrestrial. The highlight and spectacle, and the thing that the trailers showed, was the destruction of the likes of the Empire State Building and White House and other national monuments. What they did was they made fantastic large scale models and literally blew the shit out of them. And the CG, some parts don't hold up, but for the most part, it does actually hold up fairly well. Particularly the attack on the surface of Area 51 with the attack fighters coming in, and the interior of the mothership was pretty cool. As far as merchandise and media go, there was a fairly extensive push. There was novelizations released. There was a video game for PlayStation, Sega Saturn. That's so-so. Trademasters also released figures of the aliens and humans and resistance fighters. And I do think it's kind of funny. While the PlayStation video game kind of sucked, you got floppy disks with these figures that you could actually play some pretty cool games. Again, it's not the cleverest movie in the world. It's actually War of the Worlds kind of heavily disguised. The fact that the ships are cloaked and they just eradicate the human race piece by piece, and the fact that the humans use a virus, a quote unquote, like in War of the Worlds, but instead it's a computer virus to defeat them. It's still a fun movie. Again, lots of people are like, oh, it's dumb. I don't get it. It's just kind of pure fucking over patriotic propaganda. I'm not American, but I enjoyed it. I find it fun. And if you're looking for something to watch on this July 4th, you can't go wrong with Independence Day. It kicks arse. It's fun. Avoid the sequel. I was looking forward to the sequel. I saw it and I was so disgusted. And yeah, obviously Will Smith didn't come back, but also the plot didn't seem relevant to what had come before, and they done the really cool practical effects of these guys. They got rid of them and them CG. So definitely just stick with the original one. So yeah, this Independence Day, guys. Watch Independence Day. It's a cool movie. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's pure schlock that you wouldn't bother your time with, or do you think it's good fun and you might stick it on this Independence Day? Leave it in the comments below. And yeah, again, guys, if you're in the States, have a great July 4th and have a good one. Take care. Bye now.